Hi, it's Maria here from Sweden, aka Planner Mother of Three. Today I would like to talk to you about my tab system and how I work with that within my professional planner. This is a combination of two different planners. It's the Hobonichi Techo 2021 Avec, January till June. I also, of course, have the July to the December, but I don't have it in this cover for the moment. And then I combine this one with the day free, Hobonichi Techo 2021. For you who know me, but for you who don't, I would like just to introduce myself. I am a 55-year-old or 55-and-a-half-year-old woman living in Stockholm, that is the capital of Sweden, and I own my company together with another lady. We work within the management projects, and a lot of the things that we do are all to the different public organizations run by the government. So for that reason I can't really show you that much of the inside in this one, and I will try to be careful not to show any critical parts of my of the things that I've been writing. But anyway, I thought I could at least give it a try. On this planner, that is my Avec planner, half year, 6 months, I combine the planning with the weeks. So I'll show you how the weeks looks like. So here is a spread in May, and I know that I have a project here that takes 2 days of this week, and when we get closer to this week I will fill it in with different projects that I have. I also use this spread with different to-do lists, but I found out that it makes me a little bit stressed. I tried it with the Alistair method, as you can see here, so that I wouldn't be, forced to, move all the things all the time when I haven't finished them. But I can see that I've done a lot of things, but I can see that I have things that I haven't really finished. So I decided last week that I will instead use the daily pages as my to-do list pages, and I will work much more like with the Bojo principles. That means that I will transfer the things that I haven't done for the day to the next day. That makes my day much, I thought that I was going to have a card here that I could show you. Here it is. That makes me much at ease when I'm, going to bed. So before I end my day, I look through my to-do list, I see what I've done, and I transfer things to the next day, if I can possibly do it there or the day after. If it turns out that I don't know when I'm going to do it, I'm going to put it on the weekly spread. So for instance, let's say that I am all here with all my daily planning with the time table as it looks like, and then I have on the daily pages where I have my to-do lists found out that okay, I can't do it there, I have to do it another day. Well, then I can put it here, and I will probably, as I've done before, make a mark around here, and then I just put it down here fast and quick, so when I get to this week I know that I have to plan it in. I think that will be a very, very effective way for me to, be productive and not to have the long list of the things that I will do in 2 or 3 or 4 weeks ahead, always transferring. And as in the Bojo techniques, you have these future tasks, you know, your list where you just put all the things that you don't know when to do them. You know that you have to do them, but you don't know when. So that's a little bit like what I'm doing, but I really would like to put a date on them so I can at least consider if there is any possibility for me to do it that week. Then there are, of course, things that I don't know when and where and why I'm going to do it, but I have an idea of doing it, and that will be here in this planner, but with different tabs here. I'll show you later. Anyway, I am working in this one the whole day. When I start my day, I put the actual week. I can't show you here, but here's another week that I can show you. I put my actual week here next to me, and then I am, you know, all into using this weekly spread as my go-to, and just to, you know, put all the things that I need to. And as for last week, I decided to also use the daily pages. And the daily pages, they come with these 5 small boxes here. So here is where I write things that I really have to prioritize for the day. And then I have this timetable here, and if I need to, I can use it for, you know, scheduling all the things that I have to do. And then I have my to-do lists here, and then I can have, you know, to-do lists here or notes. And as it turned out last week when I tried out this method, I had the highlights or the important things of the day here. One day I used this one because I really was very busy, so I really had to make sure that I had time for everything. And then I had some things, some decisions that we made. I wrote them down because, and they came with some dates that I had to remember, so I put them there. And of course in the planner, but I really needed them, you know, I needed to see them throughout some days, because I was planning different activities with different groups, and I think I had about 100 people's different calendars or planners or time available, and I had to do some bookings, and I really had to be sure that I, you know, was taking the right date of the booking to the right group, and so there I really had to, you know, make a very special place here for that. It can be a meeting that I'm having with someone, because what I've used to do before is that I have had these as the page where I take notes for the day if I have a meeting, you know, working meeting, not with customers and clients, but with the people that I work together with. And I will for sure do that, all, you know, in this daily pages. Also, I can use the weekend pages, and I can use the lower part, or I can use this part for the note taking. I think one day with different, you know, general notes will be very much sufficient, and I think and hope that the to-do list won't be needed for one day as, you know, long as this one. So that helps me a lot. So this, okay, so I go back. So this Avec is for my planning and meeting, taking notes, and to also do some logging where there are, because when we are getting job, as we're working in the public area, in Sweden you can't just, you know, talk to the government and say that I want to do that. If they want me to do that, they have at least they have to go out and ask like 3 to 5 different other companies. So all of us are writing this tender, and then they can choose. And the choose is not, you know, sometimes it can be by subjectives, quality area, but the most part is more objective. So where they consider the the layout of the things, the design of the things, and the money. So we're answering a lot of tenders during the week and the month. So I really have to make sure that I am, I have an overview of all of these things. So now we come to the tabs that I was talking about. As I am working all the day in this one from one page to another, I really need to get very fast between the pages, because if I can't find the right page within some, couple of seconds, I'll tend to write it on a paper that is next to me, or somewhere where I can just write, and then I have a hard time finding where did I, write the things that I wrote. So I started yesterday and I made my own tabs using these. What are they called? They are called, well, they are like this. They come in a plastic pack and they are post-its. You can take them off, on and off. But I don't really like this plastic feeling around them. So what I do is that I take one of these that I, have plenty of, and I put it like this or like this, but I'll show you now. So I put it like this, and then I cut about here, and then I fold it like this. Okay, and then I cut like this. And then I color it in different colors, and then I write what I want this index to be. This works really, really well, and as you can see, they are quite big, but I like them a lot. So first of all, I have this spread. I really want to get back to the 2021 for many reasons, and I really need to know the weekly numbers. I wrote them for the 2022 because that's what I did, what I had for planning what I told you about a couple of minutes ago, where I had to synchronize different planners. And in Sweden we always talk about weeks. I can't ever learn about them, so I've written all the week numbers here on the 2022, and I will do that for sure for this one too. So this one is a page that I will refer and see, okay, what week number is the 20th of May, for instance, and I'll write it here. So that's to do. Then I have this spread, and this spread is very much, I can't really show you again, but I'll show you this spread, because this is next 6 months, and I haven't started to fill them in with the details except for some projects that I have. So here is HT, that means the autumn of 2021, and here is on the other side the spring time of the 2021. And here I go back and forth the whole time. Then I use the tabs that I bought from the Hobonichi store, where I am planning my days. So whenever I get a question about can you do that, I write it with this kind of pen, not a pen that you can, with a pen that you can erase, either one of these or the, where are you? Here you are. This one, the friction. I have them in different ones, the ones that you can erase. So I put everything, with when I'm not 100% sure that it will be, I go for some other pen that I can erase. Okay. And so that gives me a good overview. And so, they've started to ask me questions about, can you do this and that for the autumn? And in this Avec, I have only, till July. So when we pass July, I will put the other Avec, the July to the December version on this place. But for now on, I use the this one, the 6-month spread, as I showed you. So here I can write whenever someone asks if I can do this and that, I'll write them down here. Okay, so that's really nice. Then here I put the Hobonichi tabs, as I told you, for the monthly spreads. And they are till June. July is my vacation month, so that I won't use in this one. And then I have here the January, February, March, April, May. I made them by myself, but they are also from the Hobonichi store tabs. They look, let's see if I got them easy to find, or where do I put them? I think they're here. Let's see, here they're. So they come in these, let's see, like this. So here you have these with numbers, and then on the other side you have the ones, let's see if I can show you. Okay, I tend to, oh here they are, these tiny guys, these are these. So these that I've written the month name, and I've written it in Swedish, they are for me to easily get to the start of the month when we talk about the weekly spread. And here I can't really show you because here I am in the details. So that's easy for me, okay? And then we have all of these different things that I use, and oh sorry, now I'm not really concentrated. The next page will be my index, and I can't really show you what I have here, but I do like this. So what I've done here is that I have put the, as I use the daily pages for both to-do lists, I mean, I could really, you can probably throw away the to-do list, like 70% of it, but there will be some information on the to-do list that is important for me to be able to refer to. So I write that here, or if I have a note or something else written on the page. And in the Hobonichi Avec, you don't have any page numbers, but I do use the month and the date of the month as a way for me to easily get back. So here you can see, or you can't maybe, but here you can see that I have written things on the 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th of January and so forth. And then there are things here that I go back to every day, couple of times every day. And also I use tabs to get there, and these I marked with a pen, colored pen, and then I've written on it so that my eye can get really fast and find it. I might also color code it with these dot markers, but I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do that. There are things that will stand out that I also go back to. And there are things that, you know, I can just scroll down the list and I'll find it. So I made this index page in 3 different columns, and I think that will be enough for these 6 months, obviously, because now we're in March, and I haven't indexed the pages yet for March, so I'll do that. What I've done is that I have put very important tabs for me. On the first page here of January, I have put all the different facts, the notes about, you know, different phone numbers, different other things that are important for me to remember and to find easily. So I can't show you that really. Then let's see here. Here are, and I'm sorry, but I can't show you actually. Here are tenders that I answer, so I have pages of that, and if we don't get it, I make a cross over it, and if we get it, I transfer it to another page where I do my planning around it, you know, planning what consultant will do that, if I am going to do it or if someone else is going to do it, and so forth. And then we have my assignments that I've got. I want to have a list about that because sometimes you forget what you're doing. Some just, organizations asking without the tender work around it, and so forth. And then I have this follow up. So here I have things that I've talked to customers a couple of months ago, and I've told them that I will call them again in May, for instance. So I put them here so I can look that up. And also, what else do I have here? Yeah, and then I have this today tab that will take me to the Sunday. And so I won't probably do any notes on this side because I have already worked, and I don't think that I'm going to do things that I need to be here. But I will for sure be very much into details around my Monday, because this will be a hectic day, a very, very hectic day. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go back and see what are my to-dos Friday and Thursday, what did I do and what did I not do, and what do I really have to prioritize here. Here I have a whole day project for customers, so here I will be all very on toe, if you say so, and then I have other things here. So yeah, these 3 days, the last days of March, are quite intense because we're gonna send a tender into an organization on Wednesday at midnight at last, and we're having a meeting around that on sorry. Okay, no, I have the whole week for Easter, but I don't want to work for Easter. I want to be free on Easter, so that's what we're gonna have a meeting around that, and we'll see how far we got. What I do here, and that I really come to like, is that here I've used the stencils from Kathy's pouches, and here I made a quite nice column, 2 columns, where I write all about the projects that I've had for the whole month. And that could be, coaching client, and it could be long projects. So it's high and lows here. And I thought that was a very nice way for me to summarize my month, or summarize my month. That would be the right word. And behind this one, I have a lot of different ideas that I really can't show you, but the really nice thing is I used a scrapbooking paper. I have the same on this side also, and here on this other side I've been writing all about different ideas, about different business things that I've come up to and that I really would like to explore and see if I can do anything about it. And I have names that I think I will, want to work with, or things that I want to do in the future. And some technical development and, high and lows. So that's really how my Hobonichi Avec 6 months look like. I really like this because my financial year starts at 1st of July. So this book will be the first book of my new year, and that will be nice to really start with a fresh book and a fresh year. This is the last 6 months of my financial year, and I've been thinking, I have bought a Hobonichi Cousin full year starting in April, but that really, it doesn't make sense for me to start in April, because then I will have May and June or April, May and June next year where I don't have a planner. And even though that would be 9 out of 12 months that I have on the right year, I really would like Hobonichis to have the July start. That would be great, but I don't think they will, because that would really, you know, correspond with my working year. Anyway, and then on this side here I also have, I use some tabs. As you can see here, I have an index and I've written on the tabs on both sides so I can easily find them when they are closed or open. And then I have this as well as I have in this one, where I show my 6 months of the spring and the 6 months of the after summer period. But in this I log the marketing that I do, and all the projects. When customers are calling me and want to discuss something, I write it here. And whenever it gets to be a project, and I will have to start, you know, planning in details, I use other tools. But all my dialogue with the clients and the notes that I take, not the clients, the customers, the notes that I take when we have meetings, I put them here. And I have an index so I can easily find the different discussions that we had. Yeah, and it is in my beautiful leather cover from Hobonichi, and that I got from my husband. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you could understand this even though I couldn't show you in details. But yeah, I'm very happy using this little orange. Take care, give me a thumbs up if you like what you've seen, and if you would like to stay in touch, please join me and subscribe on my channel. And if you have any questions, if you want to give me some input on what kind of topic you want me to talk about, please write it in the comments, or you can also send an email direct to me. You see the email address in the description box. Take care, and I see you soon. Bye bye.